Women in overalls are a familiar sight. Replacing men in war industries, these wives and sisters of soldiers overseas are playing an increasingly important role in helping to win the war.
Behind the desks, behind the drawing boards, behind the benches, on the assembly lines, industry is making the greatest production effort in history to supply our army with ever-increasing quantities of the weapons of war. Soldier for soldier, our fighting men can match anything the Axis sends against them. And worker for worker, industry is determined to meet the Axis challenge in the production plants.
The war against the Crystal Empire continues. King Somber's forces continue to march forth, conquering one territory after the next. Celestia leads the Allies in their efforts towards victory. The mares and stallions that fight every day for our freedom are taking some time off to relax. Here in their barracks, they take what little comforts from home they can and remember what it is that they're fighting for back home. Later, they may just head down to the Officers Club to take in a show by Sapphire Shores, Countess Talarotura, and Toto Pomel, the Andrew sisters. Or they may open up your care packages that you sent from home to overseas. And you too can support our efforts back home. Remember to reduce, recycle, and reuse to eliminate waste and costs of the things that you use every day. And help yourself conserve expenses by investing in food stamps and war bonds. This has been Shutterbud for the United Forces Newsreels, signing out. Okay, it's day 47 of the Changeling Resistance. We've been laying low here in Zatora's village, deep within the secret forest. So far, her methods have been keeping us safe, but I feel like the changelings could attack us at any moment. Luckily, I'm here with my friends, FNGR, Sketchy, the Burning Ocean, and Heartsy Artsy. Thank goodness you guys aren't changelings, otherwise I'd be terrified. Wait, what's this? You are changelings? Why didn't you tell me? No! No! Stay away! And this is Shutterbud with the latest news for you. Our one true ruler, Her Highness, Queen Nightmare Moon's castle will not be open this week, as it is temporarily closed for refurbishing of the tapestries. The castle will, however, be open to tourists later on this month. It is important to the Queen that her people and her properties are presentable at all times. Remember, when the castle reopens, visitors are encouraged to stop by and pay their Queen their respects. Those who do not pay their respects will be locked away. 1,000 years dungeon. In other news, stop by DJ Ponefree's nightclub and enjoy the rave. We party every night, all night. And here in Equestria, it's always night, so the party never ends. Time jump here, and great Scott, I sense a disturbance in the timeline. At some point in the past, the timeline as we know it skewed down into this alternate timeline. Alternate to me, you, and Spite, but the same to every pony else. Some pony must have gone back in time and changed history, rearranging everything we know into a series of alternate timelines. First, that world where King Somber took over. Then, the world where Queen Chrysalis and her changelings dominated Equestria. Then a world controlled by Nightmare Moon, a Tartarus-like dystopia where everything was destroyed by T-Rex, a chaotic playground of wonders ruled over by discord and a polluted wasteland brought about by the Flim Flam brothers. Man, this is heavy. There's only one thing to do. Go back in time and try to set things right. Well, I'm back from my journey, and it seems that Princess Twilight had everything under control. After realizing that there was nothing she could do to defeat Starlight Glimmer, and learning of her sordid past, a friend that abandoned her upon receiving his cutie mark, and hurt feelings that she developed, an obsession against cutie marks that prevented her from seeing the logic and reasoning of writing letters and attempting to keep in touch with lost friends. She felt abandoned and decided to take her anger out on cutie marks everywhere, trying to abolish them and create equality. When these plans failed, and when trying to stop her failed, the only recourse Twilight had was giving her a speech, and reminding her that her future hasn't been written yet, and that her future is whatever she makes it, and she should make it a good one. With the speech being given, Starlight Glimmer ended her evil ways and embraced friendship, and went back to the future with Twilight. Hey, Shutterbud here, and today Princess Twilight gave a speech to the unicorns of Equestria at the Canterlot Magic Store. The speech was all about cutie mark magic and discovering how receiving cutie marks brings friends together. The speech went off without a hitch, and Twilight returned to her castle. There she was united with Starlight Glimmer, a pony who had once been an enemy who is now a friend, and she and her friend spent the rest of the day hanging out with Starlight Glimmer and showing her the importance of friendship. They even returned to Starlight Glimmer's village and made peace with the friends that she had once tormented. Now that all of Equestria has made friends with Starlight Glimmer, it's up to her to continue learning the importance of friendship and show that she is truly reformed, and for ponies everywhere to accept her as their new friend. The day concluded with every pony gathering around the town and posing for one big group hug. The photo of today is all of Ponyville celebrating friendship. It's been a long time sitting around talking to you, sharing you various stories, but it's time to take a break and focus on other interests. I'm sure sometime next year things will get interesting again, and when they do, you can be sure I'll be right there documenting it. Until then, thank you for taking the time to hang out with me and look at all of my photos.